It's a big night for the SK Light Modifieds here at Stafford. Dunleavy's Modifiedz night. 40 laps, over $1,700 to win for the SK Light competitors. So we're going to focus on this pit preview with the SK Lights, and our Nicole LaRose is standing by with our runner-up finisher from last Friday.
It's the big night for the SK Light Modifieds here at Stafford, the Dunleavy extra distance race. It's going to be 40 laps, which is double what you're used to here. And Tyler Berry, you've had quite the season. 3 second place finishes, 2 of which were extremely close at the end there. One of which being last week with George Bissett Jr. there, put a kibosh to your run on the outside. They're coming to the line, but you know, your patience has got to be wearing thin. You've come so close so many times. You have such a fast car here, and you've always been saying, you know, if I had a couple more laps. Well, tonight you have those extra laps.
Yeah, we got the extra 20 laps to adds up to be 2 features tonight. I think that'll be good in my favor for that. Yeah, we've been real close a couple of times this year. So it's been real good. Thanks to my dad and my crew, Spafford Race Chassis, for that. Yeah, just everybody there is working hard with that. We're getting real close, just maybe I'm giving too much room or doing something different than some guys are, but we'll try to work on that and see if we can get a win tonight.
Tyler Berry, definitely a favorite for tonight's race. He's been super consistent and really fast with that 18 car. Right now, we're going to throw it to Bonssa, who's standing with another contender, in Derek Debus.
Derek Debus is a 2-time winner of the 40-lap event here in the SK Lights. In fact, he won the last 2. But before we talk about this week, what happened last week and how much damage did this car have that you had to work on during the week?
Last week, we just didn't get any luck at all, I would say. We had a Nerf bar going to our right rear, kind of ended our race on lap 5. I mean, took the good with the bad. There was more wrecks later on, so we could have had a lot more carnage, but ended our night just like that. So we came back today, and we'll see how we do.
Now, you like to say you're going to go like heck out there on the track. You won this 40-lapper twice in a row. How different is the approach for a 40-lapper compared to 20?
40 laps, you definitely get a lot more time, I would say. Your patience definitely there. You're not rushing as much. In a 20 lap, you have to be in the front as quick as possible, no matter what the circumstances are.
Well, we'll see what Derek Debus has in store. He knows how to bounce back from a rough week, looking for his 3rd consecutive 40-lap winner. Now we're going to go over to Nicole LaRose, who was with a guy that took a pretty wild ride last Friday.
Josh Carey became the highlight reel of the week here at Stafford with your flip in last week's SK Light main event. Now, I want to know what changed, because you're here with Larry Goss's rental car, and I'm pretty sure when I talked to you earlier in the season, you were saying, you know, we'll just play it week to week, you know, if we wreck or whatever, we'll take a few weeks off, but you're back here without missing a week. I think after you won that race, you were pretty much in it to win it for the rest of the year, and you have a rental car. What's the goal for tonight, extra laps?
Yeah, that was pretty much how it was. I mean, at first, yeah, we wanted to just do a full season, but then when we won, really determined to finish the full season after the last 2. And it's the big race tonight with the 40 laps, extra distance, extra money, and there was a lot of damage from our car last week, and it sucks that's not going to be done until next week and we have to rent a car, but should have a good piece for tonight and didn't want to miss a week, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, some of these drivers in the SK Lights, it's a very hard and very tough competition. A lot of these guys sometimes are driving over their heads, and it is 3 wide, and that's not the bad part, because it's kind of a wide track, but you got to be able to hold your line, and with no spotters, self-clearing, it's tough, and it happens, mistakes happen, but it makes it really tough. It's really aggressive racing every single week, and like when I flipped, it's 2 to go for 3rd place, a podium, and you're just stuck in a really tough position. You don't want to lift, and you're trying to get every spot you can, and it just makes a really tough and hard competition every week.
So Josh Carey, always a fierce competitor here at Stafford, got his first win earlier in the season, and tonight he's going to be seeing what he can do with this rental car. Now we're going to throw it to Bonssa, who's standing with Amanda West.
Nicole, Amanda West has quietly had a strong season coming into this race, 5th in points. I don't want to jinx you saying that, but these last few weeks, how have you felt about the performance of this 15 car?
Yeah, I mean, we've been pretty strong. We did have a few off weeks, maybe missed the setup. There was a week where we had pretty old tires, but obviously we saved a new set for this week. And I hope that we can continue our strong performance and maybe be a little better. I mean, last week we finished 4th, so almost had a 3rd, but yeah, I think this week's gonna be good. Extra distance. That's a little different for us. We're used to half that. So I don't know. I guess just a lot of patience today, which is different for a lot of people. Usually there's not much patience out there, but patience today, and hopefully we can get a good start up front and keep the wheels on it. Obviously just our Nerf bar was all messed up, and then the toe was in a little bit, but other than that, it wasn't bad. So we were fortunate about that. But
Amanda West looking for her first podium of the year. She's got 2 fourth-place finishes this season. That's why she's coming in 5th in the standings. Now we're going to go to the street stock pits, where Nicole LaRose is standing by with one of our top contenders this year.
Bobby Stirk has 2 wins in the street stock division here in 2022. Pretty early in the season, we're almost to the halfway point, and last few races, it seems like you've just been in the wrong place, wrong time. That has put you back in the field. You've had to come back. You have a 6th and a 4th in your last few races here, and it feels like we're in that summer stretch and, you know, trying to get back to the podium. Tell us about the luck that you've had in the last few weeks, or lack thereof.
Yeah, we had a great start to the year, and then we had a few wrecks, and that kind of threw us off. And I found a bunch of stuff 2 weeks ago. I found some more this week that was bent, just stuff we had to tweak. And you know, it's sad to say that you're frustrated with a 6th and a 4th, but you know, we're way better than that. And you know, I could definitely think that we'll be on the podium this week.
There you go. That's the story from Bobby Stirk. He's looking to get back to the podium, maybe even better with a win here tonight. Now we're going to throw it to Bonssa, who's standing with Anthony Bello.
Anthony Bello is a rookie in the SK Modifieds, but I don't know if you would notice it because he's had several top 10s. Heck, this past weekend you had back-to-back top 5s. How have you become so acclimated to the SK competition here so quickly?
You know, me and Steven Kopchik, we really put together a good piece here over the winter to run, and you know, it's really showing off out there on the racetrack, and this car is just a joy to drive. I love driving this thing. You know, the SK Modified competition here is really stout, and I'm really having a blast running with all these guys too. This group here will really make you a better driver here at Stafford.
Now, what more do you need to try and get your first podium, do you think?
We just need that little bit of luck and to put ourselves in a little different position. You know, for the past like 3 weeks, there's been no top at all. So hopefully, you know, with this stuff that they sprayed down on the racetrack, that hopefully that top groove does come in tonight. If not, hope to restart down low on the bottom every restart, try to make moves there.
Well, we'll see what the 51 team can do, trying to go for 3 straight top 5s, maybe first ever podium, you never know. You can see how he and all the other weekly competitors do tonight. We hope to see you at the track, and if you are here, we're going to go to Ben Dodge in the booth.